I am Melody Fawcett. I am 59 years old. I am in Seattle, Washington, recording with my friend and colleague, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Manchester. I'm a little bit younger than Mel. How about that? And I live half the year in Washington and half of the year in Arizona. So today I'm in Arizona.
You've done so much interesting work just in the time. Gosh, it's almost 9 years, right?
Well, I just got my 10-year pin. I'm excited about that.
Gosh, wow. You have done some of those mission trips like Guatemala.
That opportunity to serve in Guatemala truly changed my life. What that allowed me to do was to really change the way I viewed our gifts and our privilege and to try to do something more with that. I can tell you honestly, my personal pocketbook has definitely widened and deepened as it relates to Health Teams International. Ever since that trip, I took my son through the building and he gave his entire wallet. And he's like, Mom, write a check. And I'm like, dude, I already do every week. But just their mission to help these underprivileged people who are absolutely perfect and they have perfectly intact cultures and lives. So I love that Health Teams International never tries to change who they are, just the access to healthcare. So when I went to Guatemala and I got to play with all the people that were there, I learned so much and I brought a lot of that home. And I talked to my kids about that a lot more, about how global health isn't always equal and that we take for granted a lot of these things. I'm not saying that I didn't make mistakes while I was there. I accidentally fed my bread crust to a dog and I got very quickly reprimanded because their people are starving. So you wanted to not feed the animals. And I recognize, boy, the luxuries that we have, we take for granted every day. And the fact that, our iPad isn't charged or our AirPods aren't readily handy, boy, it really made you check yourself. I'm forever grateful for Providence for giving me that opportunity to go on that mission trip. I followed for a few years after the data on that community that we served. As a nurse, getting to see the life expectancies of an entire community go up because of the work that you do, that's your legacy, right? That is what it's about. It's never about you. It's always about what can you give back and how great of an impact can you make on a community. And it was through Providence and Health Teams that we were able to do that. My calling has always been to help people. And I started at the age of 14 as a junior ski patroller, and I saved my first life in that role. And I was hooked ever since then. The ability to help people in a different way, especially these last few years, as opposed to just direct one-on-one hands-on care, has been to lead great teams of nurses and therapists and social workers and all the multidisciplinary teams to be able to deliver that seamless care.
I love that. I was never called to nursing, but I was called to serve. So I always say that I serve those who serve. We can serve in different ways.
I just am filled with love and gratefulness every single day. Melody, I don't know if you experience this or not. You'd hear the prayers going through the halls in the morning when you'd get onto shift. When you leave, you long to come back because it's starting your day with prayer, going to prayer when you're having a rough moment together as a team, and then just ending the day in gratefulness and reflectiveness on what we could do better tomorrow is such an awesome life.